How's it going, guys? Poison RC coming at you with a video update of the Revo 2.0. Now, as in the videos, I normally tear down my RCs when I first get them, when they're brand new or used, just to go over everything, make sure everything looks good, change out fluids if necessary, and most of the time with a new RC, I change them out. So, we're doing a little video of an update. I did my first run yesterday. I apologize. I haven't got any videos of my RCs running, the Revo or the Rustler 4x4. I got a new gift for Christmas. It's a 4K action cam. So, I haven't figured out how to mount it quite yet. It's going to be a little bit different for me. Might take a little bit more time to upload videos. But I want to do actual video footage of the RC drive around with the action cam mounted to it. I just haven't figured out how to mount it yet. But anyway, moving on. So, with the Revo here, like I said, I tore everything apart and I changed out some fluids. Now I want to go ahead and mention these fluids to you guys. I went ahead with the front and rear diffs. I went ahead and did 1 million weight, or no, excuse me, 100K diff fluid, the front and rear differentials. And then with the center differential, I put 20 million in there. Just to, I'm not sure if they have it locked or unlocked, but to me, it's like, it's a new rig to me, so I just went ahead and changed out. I did notice the front differential. In my previous video, I showed you guys little gritty out of the box, and I changed the fluid. It was still pretty gritty, so after breaking it in, I did figure eights for 2 blocks long. I did figure eights because that front diff really had me concerned that I might be into going to the hobby shop to get a front diff. It was really gritty. It's just like the machine work wasn't right, or I don't know. It seems to be doing pretty good, and I'll say, wow, they really did a really tremendous update on these E-Revos versus the version 1 of the E-Revo brushless. Lots of power. Great power out of the box. Really good. Some of the RCs, they're going to need a little bit of tinkering out of the box, like most of them. And so I did a little bit of tinkering. Like I said, I did the diffs. Shocks. Let's talk about shocks. Pop the cop here and go ahead and talk about our shocks. So, same shocks, and so for the rear of these, on the stock rear, they have 4.1 rate, progressive rate on these shocks. So, and a little update, Castle Creations 6.5 bolt connectors on the batteries and the ESC. But anyway, so they did the 4.1 rate, progressive rate. So I went ahead and put 45 weight shock oil in it to kind of give it a better suspension. Out of the box is really soft, like squishy, like I feel like it would bottom out. And that's with most Traxxas RCs. I feel like their most favorite shock oil I feel like they use is always going to be 30 weight. That's what I feel like. That's what it feels like. I don't know if it's 30 weight, but it's just for how soft and squishy the suspension is. And now on these adjustments, they don't have them halfway down like I do. So that's another reason why I'm going to have that soft and squishy feeling. So anyway, I went ahead and did the 45 in the back because it is a more stiffer rate, which is the 4.1 tan color spring. So if you guys were wondering, that's supposedly tan. It looks like silver to me, or gray, but that's tan. And with the fronts, the gold. So the gold is a 3.8 rate spring, progressive rate. And so with the 3.8 progressive rate, I went ahead and did a 60 weight shock oil on the fronts. And it's not too bad. You've got that firm suspension feel. The back, it's a little bit more springy. But like I said, and then this, I'm still tinkering with it a little bit. I'm not, it's okay, but I'm definitely going to tinker a little bit more with it because I don't really care for it so much right now. And so, as the unboxing here and the video review, I had to do some upgrades. So right now, as is my first upgrade, I have the back the brace for the back. That's going to tighten up the rear end a little bit. It's going to get rid of that plastic. I felt like with that plastic cage on here, trying to adjust these was kind of difficult. This is nice and skinny. You're able to get your fingers in there and turn these knobs a little bit more easier. Not as bulky, nice slim design, nice thick metal, and it definitely does add a little bit more tightness to it. So that is great. So that's good. I went ahead and upgraded the push rods. So as you see, I put the RPM rod ends on those push rods. And I went ahead and did the RPM in the rear too with the upgraded push rods. So that's great. So I went ahead and did the push rods. I have some more upgrades coming in the mail. I ordered them last night. They should be here sometime next week. Can't wait to install them. Can't wait to go ahead and give you guys another video. But, I mean, out of the box, this thing did great. Like I said, it's going to need a little tinkering. But, let me just set that on there for now. You know, every RC is going to be need a little tinkering. Some of the screws, I think I counted about 3 of them were kind of loose. So always go over your screws. Fluid, differential fluid. On one of the diffs, I don't know, my buddy was here helping me. He said this thing has no fluid whatsoever. So right there, sooner or later, that diff's going to fail. With no fluid in it, it's not getting lubricated. It's going to get hot with going fast and speeds and turning, and it's going to work those gears a little bit. And with no fluid in there, you're asking for something to go wrong. So like I said, I highly recommend everyone, I know it's a big process, but to go over your RCs when you first get them. I don't care if they're new or used, especially if they're used. Some people do not take care of their RCs. And their famous way to clean it is a garden hose. When I clean my RCs, I take the time, I tear everything apart, inspect the bearings, take the bearings apart, pack them with grease, put them back together. Long time, they'll last forever, they'll work great, they'll spin smooth, and they'll be awesome. So, like I said, I went ahead and did that. Oh, and I also dyed the chassis, if you guys haven't seen. I haven't even showed you that. But, black chassis now, so that's awesome. Oh, and with the noise already, just remind me of something else. You guys ain't gonna see that. There's no light. But I went ahead and put the metal spur gear in there. So, FYI, if you guys are not aware of this, the X-Max gears, the spur gear will fit on here. It has the same design, the cush drive system, they'll work. So right now I took my stock X-Max gear because I'm running a 4618, and I believe that's a 4618 in the X-Max. I went ahead and took out my stock 54 tooth spur out of the X-Max, which is metal, and I have it in the Revo right now. So there's a little bit another upgrade. It's not plastic, it's metal. So metal pinion, metal spur should last a while, depending on how crazy and hard I get on throttle. So, and then another thing, I installed the Wheelie Bar, and I'll tell you right now, this is the Wheelie Bar that they say that's for the 1/10 scale E-Revos, blah blah blah. Okay, it does no benefit. It is still, as you can see, after my runs, it still rides the wing, and I don't know what else to do about it because, like I said, these are for the E-Revo or Revo trucks in general, and I feel like they don't stick out far enough, so it still rides the wing. So anyway, that's all I got for that. I said handling did really good. Power, I would say it's really good, pretty decent. It's actually more than what I was expecting. And I think that's about it until I get my upgrades in. Anyway, guys, figure I'd give you guys a little update in my first mods. Anyway, I will have those upgrades coming up next for the other ones. And I'll make a video for you guys. Anyway, for now, guys, I will talk to you guys later. See you.